Tonight, the first thing that we're going to be talking. God, I keep skipping it. Like and share the video. Please share the video. If it's something you want to hear us talk about, please inbox us. Let us know. Nothing negative. Well, I mean, you can do negative stuff to me. I can take it. But as far as like me, you want me to get up here and talk negative about people, I really can't do it. It ain't in me.
Yeah, we're not gonna roast anybody. We don't want to talk negative.
Oh, I'll roast people.
We don't want to talk negative about people, so we just want like life stuff, relationship stuff, finance stuff like that. No roasting or trying to call somebody out. This is not what this is for.
So, just to let y'all know, I did get a couple of inboxes about people wanting me to talk about certain things. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. The first topic is actually the laws of attraction.
Yeah. Pretty much, the law of attraction is what you put out there is what you get. So if you're putting out positive vibes, you get positive energy back. You putting out negativity and woe with me syndrome, you're gonna get that back. You ever thought about something positive or negative and then it came up, or you thought about someone and then they called? It's kind of like that. The thing that I really love about the ideology of the law of attraction and manifesting things biblically, it's kind of like biblically sound, because anybody who kind of knows about the Bible, people say there's death and life in the tongue, and it's pretty much like that. Going a step further, instead of like telling yourself things that may be negative, like most people go out today and they say the things that are not working out, or the things that they feel like they're lacking in their self, and they proclaim that instead of saying, I am more than a conqueror. Instead of saying I'm more than a conqueror, they'll say, oh, nothing never works out for me. Yeah, because you put that out there, so you're believing that, so why should it be anything different? Even in situations like, oh, this marriage is never going to work, and you're never going to do this. You're using powerful words. So instead of using those negative words, the whole thing about having law of manifestation and the law of attraction is just saying, I can do this. I am good enough. If that's money you want, I am a money magnet. Everywhere I go, money follows me. I have more than enough. I have an abundant life. If you want to lose weight, instead of saying, oh, I can't lose weight, or I don't, think this is going to happen, say, I can do this. I'm going to lose weight. I may not be the size that I want to be now, but it's coming. For instance, I talk to so many people because I've lost some weight, and I tell them what they do, and they love to say, oh, I can't do that. I can never do this. No, because you got to get your mind in that ideology where I can do anything I put my mind to it. And that's basically what the law of attraction is. You can do anything that you put your mind to it.
Can I interject?
Sure.
For the women out there that knows my wife, I don't know what she posted. Liver focus is not what caused her to lose weight. She didn't OD on liver focus and just lost weight. She actually goes to the gym damn near every day for like 2 hours. If you're looking for a personal trainer, you can go to Body by Nails. She's pretty.
There's a lot of trainers out there.
She'll get you right, but
yeah,
you gotta be able to take it.
Yeah.
She's gonna get you right. Anything else on the laws of attraction?
Basically, instead of telling yourself, I can't, this will never happen, just try it. Write it down. Write down what you see your life, or how would you want your life to be, and write it down like you are in the moment. And every morning that you wake up, say positive things to yourself. I know it sounds cheesy, but I'm telling you, you will condition your mind to be more positive. I'm trying it. I am that person that used to, that old war of me. But every morning I try to say something. When I first started, something was like, what in the world are you doing? But it helps your mood. It helps your situation, because a lot of times we are not content where we are now. I'm not saying you should be settled, but we have this, oh, when I get this and when I get that, and you get that and you're striving for something else. You are not enjoying the moment right now. I am not where I want to be right now, but I'm happy. I enjoy my family. I enjoy what God is doing in my life right now. So I know when I get to the point where I want to be, I have conditioned myself to be happy and at peace. If not, you'll always be chasing something. And that's just living a tiresome life. Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
So, I got inboxed the other day, and I told them I would answer their question in the video. The question, basically, I'm gonna paraphrase this. They wanted to know if you married.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted your opinion first. For some reason, they say you give the best advice.
Could you see
wait
it?
for that.
I am loved.
Cheating in a marriage or a relationship, how long does it take for forgiveness?
I know a lot of people are going to be upset, but it is no set time that you should give you should give somebody else time to process fully the hurt that you have bestowed upon them. Yeah, I know we should be forgiven, period. As humans, we should be forgiven, but in a perfect world, it takes time. When you lose trust in someone, you have to rebuild that, because when they first gave it to you, it was hard for them to give it to you, and then you destroyed it. So it's kind of like a house that burned down. Sometimes you got to tear it all the way down to build it back up. Not saying that it can't be better and bigger than what it was, but it's gonna take time. For me, I think in the situations that I have been in my life, most men, I can't speak on women, but most men, if they you know better, if they have hurt their partner in that way, they feel like just because they told them that they're going to be different and they have act different for a certain time frame, that should be what it is. But
That's it. That's all.
But it's not. But I'm also say this: if you say that you forgave that person and you really, want to forgive that person, you can't keep on beating the dead horse. It'll kill a relationship. If you're going to stay, if you're going to forgive him, every moment he does not or she does not need to be apologizing for something that she's doing. If that person is changed their behavior and you see that they're trying to do something different, be patient with them also.
You know what? I think that's where the breakdown comes in for men and women.
Mm-hmm.
If a man says, "I'm sorry, do you forgive me?" Women, it's up to you whether or not you say you forgive him. Mm-hmm. Now, if you say, "I don't know, give me some time to think about it," cool. You got some time to think about it.
What's the 2 for, baby?
2 weeks. Because the minute this is the problem that I see most people have. A woman is quick to say, "You know what? I forgive you. I ain't never gonna forget, but I forgive you." Don't keep bringing that shit up.
Well, that's the difference. Like, I think being more mature and honest with yourself about the situation is more helpful. So if you are trying to forgive someone and you are on that road, a lot of times when somebody hurts you, they want you to be just like it was. It's not. You gotta rebuild it. It takes time.
But
I think that's where it misunderstood, because once they say, "Oh, you forgive me," they think, "Oh, you're gonna be just like how you was before I found out."
Then say, "I'm trying. I'm trying."
But as the person who's asked to be forgiven, they also need to understand that it takes time.
Oh yeah, it takes time.
You're not gonna get there. And the person who has been cheated on, don't bring it up every time you having a conversation or killing it. I have done that in the past to people. You be sitting have a good time and they smiling too hard. You be like, "Yeah, I remember. I bet you was smiling and what's the fake?" It's just crazy. You killing your relationship, because now every time y'all together, you're trying to bring up when they messed up. So if you're gonna try to work it out, and don't beat them to death because they made a mistake, because you are deciding to stay with them. So that's your choice. Your take on it?
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I can't take it. I don't know how other men out there feel, and I know it's a double standard. I know it's a double standard.
It is.
I admit that. Now, mind you, what we talk about, we ain't been through. But I just know from past relationships and stuff, yeah, we can't take what we dish. We can't take it at all. So, yeah, I'm just going to let it be known, if it was me, I can't forgive you. If I can, then we can go forward. We can build off of that. I ain't going to bring it up. That's in the past. I'm a firm believer the past is the past. Like, even when me and my wife disagree on stuff, it ain't one of those things where, like, she might be mad tomorrow because we both the type 10, 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
That's water in the bridge. That's in the past.
Because everything don't need to be a battle. Life is so hard within itself, so why would you want that in your home?
That's pretty much the take on it. Now, for men, if you do forgive her,
Do what I say.
or women, yeah, do what she say. But at the same time, I mean, it depends on what happens. Like, let's see. I met this dude at the club. You know, things just happen. Yada yada yada. Here's what's about to happen. First, your man is gonna ask, "Who is he?" Your woman is gonna ask, "Who is she?" Because the act of having sex with somebody else, honestly, it hurts. But that's not what's important, especially to a man. What matters the most to a man is his pride.
I agree, for me too.
Who is it? Oh, it was a dude.
Were they around me? Did they know me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
especially when you younger, like when you in your teens and 20s, I'll be honest, y'all be on some BS. Because I was on some BS. Or he from somewhere I don't like. He one of them dudes I don't like. Who is it? Oh, you're killing me. You're hurting my heart. Oh. But I mean, as you get older, is it somebody that I know? Is this somebody that's in my face? Hey, man, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a long time. Looking at your woman. Hey, how you doing? And keep going back to you.
Yeah,
Nah,
that hurts right here.
I told my
yeah.
wife I was going to calm down on the cussing, but that's that fuck shit. Oh, man. So you done bought my broad and you in my face like ain't nothing happened? I'll be honest. I mean, it's a different generation now. They believe in shooting. Hell, even back then, nigga shoot you for some shit like that.
The thing, for me, I think it's not so much about the act, because it's easy to understand that you saw somebody and you might have thought they was attractive and we was in a space where we weren't good and you gave in. What would for me would be more personal and hurtful if that person I remember seeing, I remember talking to, I remember laughing in their face, or that was somebody that was in my life, and then y'all were doing that behind my back. Now I'm thinking, not only did you do this, but y'all was making a mockery of me. So for me, I think that would hurt more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily the act so much. I think that's easier to forgive than the deceit behind it.
The second question I got was, what's the best way to do your bank accounts if you in a relationship? Ain't no easy way to do it. I'm gonna give my take first.
Okay.
And it's different ways of doing it. I believe if you're not married,
are we clarifying marriage or is this just a relationship? Because people like to act like they married and they not.
we can go through all of them.
Okay.
Now, if that's your chick, you know, what you give is what you give. If that's your dude, what you give is what you give. Make sure you always got you. Don't depend on nobody else for nothing. Every person I know that depended on somebody else, oh, she gonna hold me down. She got me. Yada 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 yada.
Ooh.
I'm homeless.
I hate to cut you off, but you asked me earlier today, and you just said it. Why do women feel like the definition of holding a man down is being financially responsible for a grown dude?
And your answer was they got confused with the term holding someone down.
Yeah.
We hold each other down because we married.
Mm-hmm.
And I know all married couples do that,
But I
even if
also
their
wouldn't hold
finances
you
are
accountable.
separate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding them down don't mean you don't hold them accountable.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, like I ran Applebee's for a really long time. I found out I was diabetic, and it got like the best of me. Like it got the best of me. And my wife told me, you know what, you need to take some time off. You just had a baby. We just had a baby. She just had the baby. I watched the baby. Stay home. Called Applebee's. Yeah. I ain't never coming back. Take it easy. And I set out for a year. The whole time, to be honest, as a man, at first I was like, you know what, this is kind of cool. This is great. 75 inches of TV, video games, this is good. Then after a while, it got kind of boring. But I mean, after like maybe a month or two, I kind of felt less than a man for not pulling my weight. Even though my wife assured me it was okay and stuff, I was just like, man, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to not having my own and this, that, and the other. I don't really like asking nobody for nothing. She never made me feel like that. That was just something that I felt as a man. So I got back on my grind, and I mean, everybody in Florence, South Carolina, East Coast, the world knows sometimes it's not easy for everybody to leave a job at a certain rate and get back at that rate. And it took me a minute to get close to where I was at. I humbled myself and did that. And the whole time she held me down. She held me down because I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was doing what I couldn't do. I wasn't out here screwing up any money. I wasn't out here trying to be damn Pablo Escobar. I was trying to make sure that my family was straight. I was trying to make sure that I could look, that not only could she look at me as the head of the family, I could look at myself that way.
Well, the thing about it is, it's funny that you say you set out for you because you didn't. You had like a series of jobs. I know it felt like that because you was not making the same income that you was making. Yeah, but yeah.
Set out for a year.
He made a modest living.
13 months.
It was very modest.
12 days.
But we
7 hours, 42 minutes.
I think the thing about it is, I think I remember telling you like a few days, not maybe a month ago. I was like, I didn't tell you. Thank you for humbling yourself because I know you can be arrogant at times. But you know, for humbling yourself, and you took a series of jobs that the old John would have said, "Oh, that's beneath me." But you did that because it was a better fit for you health wise, and you wanted to make sure that you contributed as a man. I think women are more it's more easier to support somebody that you know that will basically do what they got to do to take care of their family. In contrast, that's the man you hold down. That's the man you encourage. That's the man that you put in more than your fair share when they are at that time. I think I see, in my opinion, I see a lot of women who are holding people down that just don't want to do anything. They want to still be a child and they looking for another mother. No, you gotta hold him accountable. You a grown man. You still was gonna you was gonna need lights. You was gonna need a place to stay. You do that. You pay for that. You're the man. What are you contributing? So yeah, that's my take on it. But back to the savings and banking and all that great stuff, accounts.
I mean, finances. If y'all dating and you dating, date.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, just because we go on a date don't really mean I got to pay.
Oh yeah, you gonna pay. Ladies, don't let men take you out and you gon' I hate that. If he asks you out,
Any
he
date?
pays.
Any date? No.
Yes. Unless no, yeah.
No.
And I tell my girls that. And if he takes you out, he's opening doors. He's going you teach a guy how to treat you. You're not gonna take me out on a date and I'm gonna go Dutch.
I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
if you just dating, if you just starting to date or whatever, Dutch might be your best options for no expectations.
You ain't never went Dutch with me.
You had expectations.
Y'all hear that, ladies?
You was gonna be sitting right there.
Nah, but you hear that?
For what? Expectations? I already said in the video before, we know what we want when we approach you. The rest is how you respond on how we gonna react.
Don't let no man treat you like no yellow starburst. If he ain't treating you the way he wants to, and just because you like the way he look or his swag, bounce. Leave.
Bounce on it.
If that's what you want to do, but I mean, like, out. Talk to his friend.
Anyway, if you just dating, if you just dating, to be honest with you, I feel this way, man or woman. Your bills ain't my responsibility. My bills ain't your responsibility. You start getting a little bit more serious, I'll help you if I can. You can help me if you can. Because we may be trying to build towards something. Y'all start living together, maybe at the least 50-50. But always make sure you got you taken care of. Married, you got to go by for what works for you. And the reason why I say that is because your spouse may be horrible with money. And I mean, that could be man or woman. For a woman, it could be, well, I know I was supposed to do this, but these shoes was on sale. It was BOGO. Buy one, get one. Yada, yada, yada. And I done seen some dudes flip on their old lady for that. What the hell you doing? Damn, cable cut off.
Oh, wow.
I done seen it in reverse. Yo, Ma, look, I was going to pay this, but the new Jordans came out, and me and the homeboys went out this, and then they getting phone calls. Yeah, girl, your man was in the club making it rain, this, that, and the other. One, you got to know your spouse. You got to know your significant other. How are they with money? We believe in saving because we don't want to work forever. I mean, it just depends on how you want to do it. If your spouse is great with money, or if you know your spouse is better with money than you, give them most of the money. I mean, honestly, if you never had any problems in your marriage, you ain't got no reason to doubt them. Go ahead and open up that joint savings bank account and branch out from there. Make other accounts and stuff just in case something else happened. Even if you got to say, well, this is my tax fund. This is my car fund for when something go wrong with the car. This is the rainy day fund. This is the vacation fund, Christmas fund. These are the IRAs. This is this. This is that. And that shows each other that you got the trust and you building towards something. Now, if your spouse is horrible with money, man or woman, have that fierce conversation and let them know, look, man, I gave you $8 to go to the store. Where my change? All right, fine, well and dandy, whatever. Or it may be vice versa. Like, I know I got my vices with money. She got her vices with money. We both got vices with money. And the best way I can say that we work through ours is communication. We talk about everything. And it's not so much where one of my coworkers asked me this the other day because they was eavesdropping on my phone call. She called me and was like, look, I'm moving money from this account to this account. Doing this for Christmas. Okay. Your wife asked you for permission? Nah, it's not asking me for permission. It's letting me know what she doing. So one, when I check my bank account, which we both check our bank accounts all the time because niggas out there doing fraud.
So we check it at least once a day.
At least once a day.
Yeah.
I need to know where the money at. What'd you do? This, that, and the other. And I mean, for our bank account, they tell you where you was at, what you did, how much, this, that, and the other. That's fine. Go ahead, do what you got to do. And I do it vice versa. Look, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Me personally, I'm probably the worst with money because if I'm at work, I spend money on dumb stuff. I'm gonna go down here and buy juice.
I saw you at Maxway.
Buy some cookies over here, McDonald's over there. Might have a taco, but not from Burger King.
$20 a day on beer.
Yeah. So what I do, honestly, to curb that, what I do. This is just what I do. I got Cash App, and I'll tell them, like, Cash App me $10. I can get me something to eat, pack of cigarettes. Well, I ain't gonna say something to eat, but something to snack on. Then if I'm hungry, I tell her Cash App me 20, Cash App me 30, and that tides me over till I get home. From there, we really move as a unit wherever we go. Like, you very rarely see my wife without seeing me. You very rarely see me without seeing my wife. So, I mean, whoever got the bank cards, whichever bank card that we using, we together, so it don't really matter. Kids is a different story. They can fend for themselves. That's just my take on finances. Always keep something for a rainy day. Far as the original question that was asked, like if you sharing bank accounts after someone was cheating,
Okay.
if you going forward 100%, don't put 100% in that bank account. Put what you need for the bills. If y'all going half on everything, or it depends on how y'all get paid. My wife is an entrepreneur, a business owner. She gets paid when she gets paid. She may get paid 3-4 times a day. She may get paid 3-4 times a month. I get paid weekly. We budget from that. Everybody else is different. Like if you going 100% in, say your spouse gets paid weekly. Well, for weekly, what can be done where you not really raping their bank account? If you get paid bi-weekly, you might be able to pay a little bit more at one time, but it still may want to be even until that trust is there. Then once that trust is there, I mean, the money is the money. Long as the goal is the same, to save for a better tomorrow and to come up with stuff, I don't see anything wrong with it. Now, once again, I'm not telling nobody how to live their life, because what works for you probably won't work for me. And what works for me may not work for you. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. So, in my opinion, if you're married, because I don't want to get into dating and living together, because things always go awry.
You playing.
So yeah, you always want to make sure that you are looking out for yourself if you're single. Now, on to being somebody married to someone. My opinion, you definitely need a joint account. That's hands down. But if you're dealing with a trust issue, you most definitely need another account that your spouse does not have access to. And you can kind of gauge, and I wouldn't put a whole bunch of money in there. Uh-oh.